Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Carnegie Training here in Japan. If you've ever been in a supervisory position or as a boss, or even as a colleague, and you've criticized someone for something they didn't do well, you tend to find they go into their shell and they tend to become very risk averse. Well, in Japan, most people are highly risk averse anyway. So now we get risk aversion on a massive scale, which is not what we want because we've got to move the whole business forward. So when people have a problem or a struggle or a difficulty, we've got to think of ways that they can feel they can actually get over this. Because people tend to think, oh, I'm no good at that, I can't do it, I'm hopeless. People are telling me I'm bad, I feel guilty, I'm not supporting the team, I feel worried about my job because I get fired, oh, this isn't going well, maybe I should go and work somewhere else. A whole raft of things start to happen when those faults come out. And where we're going to have, we've got half of the young people in raw numbers we had from 20 years ago, and that's only going to keep going south. So hiring young people, keeping people in the company, all of these things are going to become much, much more important going forward here in Japan. So our ability to retain people comes down to our colleagues and our boss to subordinate ability to have a conversation that keeps people within the company. And when there are problems and faults, how do we handle those problems and faults becomes much, much, much more important. So if we think about, if we want to move forward, we want to go into do new things with people, we want to develop them in their careers, we've got to give them more responsibility, and with responsibility then we have difficulties because often they're not used to doing those things, they're not used to that piece of work, and they may make mistakes. But they may realise themselves, oh, I can't do this, this is too hard. We can't let them go there, we've got to encourage them. So if there's a fault or something lacking or some problem they've got, we've got to tell them, you can do this. You can get over this, let me help you. Yeah, this is not a game breaker here, you can do this. You have the potential, just we need to work on this, it would take a bit longer with this or do it this way, to keep them motivated and encouraged to keep going. So if they feel that the fault is easy to correct, then they feel motivated to keep trying. It's very easy for people to spiral down and feel, oh, the world is bad, I'm hopeless, I give up. We can't have that. We need people to go forward, to keep pushing, to be positive. So our job is to keep them positive, and when they see there's a fault or a problem or a gap or a lack, help them to believe they can overcome that and show them how to overcome it and help them to overcome it. And if we do that, we're going to have a much more positive work environment, and we're going to be able to take everybody with us because eventually they'll master that and they'll be able to move on to the next thing.